Does size matter? Whew, guys. Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, Stash is my name and it's lovely to have you today. In this video, we are going to address some of the questions that guys have for girls that they have been afraid to ask. Now, some of these questions I gathered from my friends because I know that some of them have been having some of these questions at the back of their minds but have never found the courage to ask anyone. They've not asked their sisters, they've not asked their girlfriends. So today we are here to discuss some of those questions and address them. So bringing us to our first question is, why do good girls fall for bad boys? Well, this has been a debate that has been on for over years, maybe even before some of us came into existence. And I would not say that it's the very reason as to why this happens, but I also believe that unlike poles attract. And on top of that, there is a way, okay, I don't know how to address this without sounding like it's a thing that I would go for, but people that people call bad boys, those people have muhabbati, they have love, like in a sense that a good guy per se might be very reserved. They might not make the first move. They're waiting for you to ask for something before you can get it. A bad boy has already planned like 5 steps ahead. I'm going to take her for a date. I'm going to buy her flowers. I'm going to get her this. I'm going to surprise her at her workplace. Those are the things that girls like. So the good guys always have this thing of being good is enough. If you don't see me like that, if you think that that's not enough, then there is nothing I can do for you. But the so-called bad guys will go an extra mile, which is not what usually the people who believe are good guys do. And not all good guys are like very comfortable, but like most of the time they believe that for them it's enough to be good and not do the extra mile. Yet a bad boy will come with a whole plan ahead. He has seen this girl, he likes her, he's going to go ahead and try to win her over, do all these nice things. If she mentions something, he will remember that and he'll be able to do it according to what she says she likes. When you come to a good guy, on the other hand, he's playing it safe. He's not ready to say certain things at a certain time. He's waiting for you to make a move sometimes. He's waiting for you to ask certain things, to ask for certain things. So, which is now the comparison of this guy is good and nice and everything, but this guy has the vibe. This bad guy has the vibe. He knows how to communicate. He'll call you to check in how you are. Did you have lunch? He will send you dinner. And all those things. And all those things that girls like. Those things really, really make girls happy. So, again, when you are to weigh the two people, sometimes people will end up going for the one who is doing the extra work, who ends up looking like the bad guy. And sometimes you don't even know what makes them the bad guy. Maybe their vibe that they are giving off and everything, but it's just that the bad guys usually go an extra mile as opposed to the good guys. So it's just what it is. Okay, bringing us to question number 2 is, why do women always say I'm fine when they're actually not? Now, again, we are all different. We are all very different, but sometimes a woman in herself, she's expecting that you'll be able to notice one when she's not okay. So when you say, hi, are you okay, or something like that, at first she'll say no because she expects you to probe further and say, okay, I can see you're not looking fine. What's the problem? Is it this? Is it that? Because one, sometimes you don't want to come off as a nagging person, but then you're not sure if it's okay for you to address a certain situation with this person in that material moment. And yeah, just sometimes we just need the extra care for us to be able to say, after you've asked like 1,000 times, we say, okay, fine, I'm not okay because of reason A, B, C, and D. But one, she just wants to know that she actually has your audience before she can even state the issue. Because sometimes you're not sure. You know how guys tend to be very, they want to talk about something because there is a solution. Now for us it's different. Sometimes we talk about something for the sake of it, just so we can feel lighter. And so that's where the difference is we want to be able to talk about the thing only when we are sure you're going to give us the audience for us to be able to express ourselves. And if you don't ask further, in her head she'll believe you don't care. So she wants to know, how much do you care that you'll go an extra mile to ask if I'm okay, That's why even when a woman says she's not hungry, it's a lie. Never believe that stuff. When she says she's not hungry, she's actually very hungry, but she wants to see, do you care enough to still bring her something that she likes when you go to pick up your own meal? So it's just a thing that we do. We say that we are fine because we are not certain of where you are at, if you're willing to listen to us. So when you show that you actually care, that's when she'll say, you know, it's funny that, I think it's just interesting that, you know, that kind of thing. So it's just what it is. Bringing us to question number 3. Are girls' boobs heavy? I don't know why I find this question funny, because then I would want to ask, are guys' balls heavy? But then there is a difference to it, where they are positioned and everything like that. For someone who has a big bust like me, many people have asked me this. And to be honest, they are not heavy. They are just a bit uncomfortable sometimes because of the weather changes or the bra pressing you too hard and everything. But I think if my body is this size, it's kind of proportional to the size of my boobs, so I can be able to handle myself quite well when I'm walking or when I decide to run. Of course, it depends. It's case-to-case basis for sure, because there are people who feel like maybe their boobs are heavy, but personally, again, coming from someone who does not have the small ones, has the bigger size of things, you know, the juicy side of things, I think that they're not heavy. They're not heavy. They're just slightly uncomfortable sometimes when it's hot. You just need someone to hold them up for you and everything like that, so you can get some air, but they're not heavy. But I know what they're not heavy. Alright, leading us to question number 4. It's a very interesting one, because each one tends to believe something different, but this is it. Does size matter? Whew, guys. Okay, and by the way, when they ask does size matter, it basically is referring to the male anatomy. Does size matter? I want to believe it matters. And this is just personal opinion. One, size matters, but also application matters. Because having a good size without good application might not really do anything. But if you have a good size or a fair size and you know how to use it, I think that's just the best of both worlds, really. So size matters for some people, and for some it does not, if you know how to use whatever it is that you have. But I want to believe that at a certain, to a larger extent, size matters, and that's just according to me. It's different for everyone else, but yes, so if you have a good size and you know how to use it, it's just the best of both worlds, and we're all happy. So yes. But though, I don't believe in shaming people that are not, you know, well endowed, you know, because everyone was created different, and so everyone has different abilities, and everyone can use whichever hands, you know, the little guy himself, to do magic, to do wonders. So it depends on what the other person's partner likes, and at the end of the day, that's what matters most. So yes, for those who are into size, yes, size matters. Question number 5. Is a guy being a virgin a turn off? This goes back to preference for sure, because one, most people believe that guys by a certain age have certain experience. They have, and maybe if they're like 25, they kind of have extensive experience compared to a 19-year-old or an 18-year-old. So depending on how old the person is, it's believed that yes, it's better for one to have experience, because then most girls are just joining into the league of trying out some of these things. They are trying to get intimate and they are trying to learn certain things. So if a guy does not know what he's doing, but the girl knows, chances are she's going to get bored at a certain point. And that's just honest opinion. I don't know about, you know, other people. But then I also think that even when the guy could be a virgin, one, it's not something to be ashamed about, because it's a very, very beautiful thing. But then even when a guy is a virgin and maybe he has an idea of certain things or is willing to learn, I think it's very attractive, because if one has a teachable spirit, then you know that you'll be able to let him know that this is what I like, this is what I don't like, maybe we can try this and try that, and it takes time. So to me, it's not a turn off, but it's definitely something that would require a lot of work to get that person from A to Z, compared to someone who has a bit of experience here and there. And also, I tend to think even when someone has experience, their experience has been with other people, so it's not the same with yours. So I think it's okay to give even the virgin some grace, to extend them some grace if they don't know what they're doing, because it could literally be the same with someone who has experience, but they still don't know what you like, what you don't like. So it's to me, it's not that deep, really. It's okay if someone is a virgin. That's beautiful. That's great. You'll get to walk this journey together. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, it's not a turn off for me if a guy is a virgin. Okay, bringing us to question number 6. What is the proper response to "do I look fat"? I'm going to borrow someone's words years back. Someone actually said, when a woman asks you if they are fat, first of all, if you're holding something, put it down, clap your hands, jump back, like, hell no, you're not fat. Look at how beautiful you are. Look at how sexy you are. Because the moment you say yes, baby, you're going to sleep on those streets. You're going to sleep outside. So, I mean, I think depending on how close you are with this person, and I also don't believe that a woman would ask any random guy if I'm fat, am I thin, whatever, if they are not close like that. Usually, the people that fall in this trap are the other person's significant other. If it were me and I'm the guy, I would literally say, no, babe, you actually look great, you look beautiful, you're fearfully and wonderfully made. And then, if I'm the kind of person that likes to work out and I feel like my babe could get into better shape, I would be like, babe, I think we can go to gym. Let's make it our thing. And not forcing her, because I think she has a right to whatever it is her body should become, but actually suggesting that, oh, you could actually do some burpees, to become more toned and everything. You'll feel comfortable, you'll feel nice, you'll feel all sorts of things. Encouraging her with the things that she could benefit, rather than saying, oh my gosh, I'm so fat, like, oh my gosh, look at you, like, I can't. You know the difference, like how you deliver the message at the end of the day can make or break. So according to me, the right answer to am I fat is clap your hands, skip back, drop whatever you're holding and say, no baby, you are sexy as hell, like, yes, that kind of thing. Make no mistake, if you say yes because you're trying to be honest, they're going to toss you outside. You will not eat food for the next 100 years because she will not forget it. I'm just telling you guys because I love you so much. Bringing us to the last question of today's topic is, why are women afraid of making the first move? Okay, so 1, this depends on which woman. 2, we are in the kind of generation that at the bridges between the baby boomers being our parents and Generation Z, the 2-year-olds that are always on tabs and Facebook and everything. So this has kind of changed because, 1, if I'm to speak from a perspective of Africans as a whole, most of us have come to have grown up believing and have been raised to believe a man is supposed to pursue you, he's supposed to ask for sex first, you're not supposed to show so much interest in this, you're supposed to pretend like you don't like him so he can chase. So this is what we've grown up hearing until certain things have come to change and perspective has changed. The reason as to why sometimes women are afraid of making the first move is they're afraid of the rejection that comes with, or looking thirsty. According to some guys, that's being thirsty. But then I tend to believe that sometimes also guys are afraid of making the first move because they don't know where is this person at, They look like they're sorted, they look like they're taken, they look like they have someone, So I think it all goes back to the type of person, the person themselves. But for me, if I were afraid to make a first move, it would be because I'm not sure of where I stand with this person. So I cannot outrightly just go and say, oh my gosh, hey, I like you, this and that, So maybe what I would do is throw hints to this person that, I'm happy to speak with you and get to know you better and everything like that. But the outright saying that, okay, let's date, let's do this, let's do that. But of course, the more comfortable I would get with someone, I would probably, be able to mention certain things much faster than before. So yes, it's because when we are afraid of rejection, we don't want to look thirsty. And then it feels like the moment a woman tells a guy maybe certain things, it feels like that guy will never do any work, he'll never chase, because he knows this girl likes me, so I don't need to do nice stuff for her, I don't need to do anything great for her because she likes me, I don't need to chase. So that's what now causes that conflict of interest of, if I don't tell him that I like him, he will never know and he might move on. But also if I tell him that I like him, chances are he'll just be so relaxed, he'll take it for granted and he'll be disrespectful about it. So you just end up shutting up and telling yourself, you know what, I think it's better I just keep this information to myself and go with it to the grave, which is quite unfortunate because now things are changing. I think it's okay to be able to express oneself, but also how it's done and to whom is what now causes the difference in experience with everyone. So yeah, and that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, share, comment in the comment section below if you have any questions such as this, and feel free to subscribe. Don't forget to do your best, be your best, and God will do the absolute rest. I love you so much, and bye.